Hi there, and today I'm looking at some of the huge number of sets that are coming out this summer. So to start with, I'm just going to show a quick image of all the sets I'm going to be looking at during this video, so if there's anything you particularly like the look of, make sure you stay tuned and watch till the end. But before we get into the details, if you're going to like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and of course subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified of more LEGO videos. But on to the summer releases. So first up we have set 60362, which is called Car Wash. This has 243 pieces and it's going to cost €19.99. Now we haven't had a car wash since the one in the town centre set from 2021, but that was just part of a much larger set, so it's nice to have just a small individual car wash that you can add to your LEGO city. And I especially like that not only does it have brushes on the side, it also has one to do the roof of the car. Normally LEGO car washes just have ones on each side, so that's a nice little addition. And I do also like, almost for comedy effect, that they've just put these random pieces of bubbles lying around on the ground outside the car wash. So that's one that I'll be definitely adding to my LEGO city. Next we have 60363, which is the Ice Cream Parlor. This is going to have 296 pieces and it's going to cost €34.99. Now I really like the style of the building of this set. I think it's going to go really well with the greengrocer from last year. The curves around the window are very similar to those on the greengrocer set, so I think it'll look really good next door to that set, and it's going to be great to modularize, so I'm going to be definitely buying this set to enclose it. And continuing from that giant carrot on the greengrocer set, this one's got a giant ice cream on the roof, and I love the way they've got the melted ice cream coming off that sign on the roof, and it's melting down the front of the building. It looks like it comes with 3 minifigures, one of which is a polar bear mascot, obviously standing outside the shop and advertising their lovely ice cream. So that's another one I will definitely be buying this summer. And next we have a skate park for LEGO City, and that's set 60364. It's going to have 454 pieces and it's going to be €54.99. Now we did have a skate park back in 2021, but that just had 2 quarter pipes and also a lot of extra parts like the Vitarush promotional things like the van and the flags. This set's concentrating a lot more on the park itself and it's a lot bigger. It's got a road plate underneath it and 2 of those ramps used in the stunt sets. I really like that they put a basketball hoop at the top there on the half pipe, so while minifigs are skating they can also try and get some hoops as well. It's also the second appearance of that minifig with the prosthetic leg, which first came out in the grocery store last year. I also really like the various graffiti tags that they've got using stickers on this set. I can see 3 different ones from this side, and even if I don't end up getting this set, I'll be definitely getting a copy of the sticker sheet so I can use those stickers in my city. Next up we got set 60365, which is called Apartment Building. Now this is going to have 688 pieces and it's going to cost €84.99. Now generally LEGO City sets are fairly low level, so this is quite a departure that it's a high-rise apartment building. The ground floor is fairly sparse with just an entrance lobby, but I do like that we've got one of those road plates in the dark azure colour that they use for the bicycle lane, and I hope they become more available so our bike lanes in LEGO City don't just have to be 2 studs wide. Now as we've only got one image of this set, it's difficult to see details, but it looks like the first floor is one apartment on its own, and you can see a lady there sitting there with her mobile phone. It looks like there's lots of details to the left of her, probably a kitchen. She could also be looking at a television, and I imagine that's a stickered piece facing her. As we move up to the second floor, there's some nice little architectural design features with those triangle tiles, and of course we've got the obligatory solar panels that every set has to have these days. And the guy who owns this apartment is obviously into his fitness as he's working out on the second floor there. And then right up the top we've got a roof garden with a palm tree, and again just making that architecture a little bit different with those large slope pieces on the right hand side. Now I've got 2 of the family house sets from last year, and I still need to make a future video of modifying those 2 and putting them together, so I'm not entirely sure if the apartment building is going to be one for me, but I definitely want to get my hands on some of those azure road plates. Next up we have a really nice looking set which is 60366, and it's Winter Sports Park. Now this comes in at 1045 pieces and it's €104.99, and as it's a winter sports park it doesn't have to be in a cold climate. This could be an artificial ski slope, but I like that you've got a climbing wall up one side. There's a large use of those rock pieces going up that slope there, and it looks like it's got a safety line and a winch piece going up the top for any minifigures climbing up. As before, as this is the only picture we've got of this set, we can't see around the other side, but I do hope there's another way up to the top of the ski slope, as I feel it's a little bit unfair for the minifigures to have to go up a climbing wall just to go down the ski slope. There's 2 doors underneath the ski slope, and there's that sport logo which we've seen in other city sets, so I imagine that is a sporting shop of some kind below, maybe a restaurant or a cafe. And then right on top of the tower you can see a tyre, which obviously is a play feature. I obviously don't know if you turn that and it winds in the cable reel on the climbing wall, or if there's another mechanism inside to raise people up to the top of the ski slope. It's got a great wide variety of sports. We've got a guy on a bike at the top of the slope. Halfway down we've got a girl on a snowboard. Then lower down we've got a skier. And then right at the bottom we've got a guy who's come down the slope in a tube. We've also got a small boy on what looks like snowblades and a girl who's ice skating. I don't think this will be an immediate purchase for me, but if I ever add a sports area to my LEGO city, this will be definitely going in there. And in 2023, LEGO are also bringing back the Arctic sub-theme. Now we haven't had this since 2018, but the first set from that is 60368 and it's called Arctic Research Ship. This has got 815 pieces and is going to come in at $149.99. Now I really like the look of this ship. It's quite sleek and low. I do like the dark blue colour scheme and it's using that huge floatable hull piece, but definitely the highlight of the set is that for the first time we've got an orca whale. Now I do love my LEGO city animals, so I will definitely be getting my hands on one, if not more of those, but I'll wait until I can see more details about the insides of the ship before I decide if I'm going to get this one. But from the image we've got, you can see we get a small helicopter, and I imagine that lands on the deck of the ship when those two hatches are closed. We get a small submersible which can be winched down from the crane. There's an inflatable boat also in that lovely dark blue colour, and then a diver and some underwater shipwreck pieces. And normally when LEGO give us shipwrecks, they're normally brown with just rotting pieces of hull, but this one's got an amazing figurehead on the front. And from that, as well as the helmet and the shield and the axe, I'm imagining this is meant to be some sort of Scandinavian, maybe a Viking shipwreck. Now continuing the Arctic theme with a great value set, this is set 60376 and it's called Arctic Snowmobile. This has got 70 pieces and it's only going to cost €9.99. But as with the set earlier on this year with the otters in it, this has got some amazing new animals in it. So as well as the Arctic Explorer on his snowmobile, we're going to get an adult and a baby sea lion. And I think that baby sea lion is definitely going to give the otters a good run for their money at winning the cutest LEGO City animal competition. Next we've got a larger Arctic set which is 60378 and that's called Arctic Mobile Laboratory, and this is going to have 489 pieces. Now I do like this little mobile laboratory. It's on 4 legs and it's being dragged around on skis. The last set we got anything like this was back in 2014, which was the Arctic Base Camp set, and there's a much larger station, so this is a nice little station that can be moved around and it's being pulled by an Arctic tracked vehicle. We've got several Arctic explorers dressed in very warm clothes, but again the highlight for me is the LEGO City animals. Now we've had the adult polar bear in 3 different sets before, in 2014 and 2018, but in this set we've got 2 polar bear cubs. LEGO really seem to be going a bundle on having adult and baby versions of lots of their animals, and these 2 polar bear cubs are exceptionally cute and definitely need to be acquired. So from the Arctic we're now going underwater, and with set 60377 Seafosting Boat. This has got just 182 pieces and it comes in at €29.99. It comes with this really cool low-level boat, and that's winching a submersible into the water. We get 2 divers and a boat driver, and again a whole host of animals. Now we've had the ray and the hammerhead shark before. We've also had the baby turtle before. We've had a sand green and light brown turtle in the collectible minifigure series 20. We also got a tan turtle with a dark red shell in the beach lifeguard station last year. So although we've had this baby turtle before, this is definitely a new colouring for it, with a bright green body and a darker brown shell. But most importantly, we now get an adult turtle to go with the baby, which is significantly bigger than baby, and it's got a stud connection on its shell. Then we've got some lovely underwater plant and fish life, especially those fish pieces in some more unusual colours. Next is another underwater set, and that is 60379 Research Submarine. This is going to have 842 pieces and come in at €104.99. Now I really like the look of this submarine. It's quite a departure from the regular LEGO submarines. They're generally yellow and more box-like. This is a lot more sleek in shape, and it's quite a departure on the colour scheme for the underwater theme. It looks like it's got a hatch on top so the divers can get in and out, and it's got 2 mechanical claws on the front of it. It comes with its driver and then 3 separate divers as well, and an underwater mech. But weirdly, I think the highlight of the set for me is this underwater shipwreck. It's got this larger shark underneath, which if not a different mould looks to be a different colour to previous large sharks, and then there's 2 sharks above which seem to be circling the wreck. I imagine that 2x2 brick at the top is a play feature, and you turn that and the 2 sharks circle the wreck. Also these fish seem to be a new colour. They're standing next to light grey, so they're obviously not light grey. They look to be a very pale green, maybe even a translucent or glow-in-the-dark white. So it'll be nice to have some fish in some new colours. But I do like that shipwreck, and definitely if I get that I'll be planning on extending that shipwreck and making a little bit more structure of it. Next we have the largest of the city sets of this summer, and it's 60380 and it's called City Centre. This is going to have 2010 pieces and come in at a huge €209.99. And again, this is a big departure for LEGO City, I think. Previous sets which have been in the city centre or town centre centre type of style, generally have a few buildings, a large bus and other things like that. This is a very large single building joined by a walkway across the top of the road, and it's very high indeed, so it's 4 stories tall. Starting down the bottom, we can see on the left hand side we've got a mini pizza shop there, and slightly to the right of that is a guy with a large animal head on. I imagine he's some sort of mascot, but the small girl to his right is looking very shocked and concerned about it. And then above that there is a sign saying City something. If you can make out what that second word is underneath City, please do let me know in the comments, because I'm having trouble working out what it is. As we move up the left hand side, again we've got some unusual architecture. They've got some great use of tiles making patterns on it. We've got some inverted sloped as windows, and as we move further up we've got that really nice glass walkway joining the building on the left to the building on the right. On the far left we've got a hotel sign, so I'm imagining that's what some, if not all, of that left hand side is. We also have a billboard which looks like it's for a movie featuring the guy in the animal costume further down. Right on top of the penthouse we've got a few solar panels and a mini wind farm, whereas the roof of the other building is definitely keyed up more for having a party than generating energy. This side of the set is definitely a multi-use building. We've got that walkway over to the middle floor which gives no indication as to what its use is, but it does have this unusual 2x4 blue plate. Now those aren't regular Lego studs, so I'm not entirely sure what scale that is and what that's made out of, so I'm really interested to find out. Moving down the building, on the first floor we've got what looks like a vet's. We've got the Pet Doctor logo on a round tile there, and it looks like there's a parrot in the window with the vet himself. And then lastly on the ground floor we've got a barber's shop. And doing a quick head count, I think I make 14 minifigures, and of course that nice golden retriever dog. Next we have a 4+ city set, and that's 60391, and it's called Demolition Site. This is going to have 235 pieces, and it's going to come in at €49.99. Now this is fairly standard for a 4+ set. We've got lots of vehicles which are using large pre-built pieces, but as all 4+ sets have all printed pieces with no stickers, I'm immediately drawn to this printed 2x4 tile, which has got the blueprints for obviously the house they're building. And of course, although it's not worth spending €50 just for that tile, I definitely would like to get my hands on one of those later on. But it does come with 3 vehicles, a small piece of building to knock down, 3 minifigures and a spider. And then lastly for the city lineup we've got 60398 Family House. Now this comes in with 462 pieces, and it's going to be €52.99. Now we did have a family house in 2021, but that was definitely more of a city centre house. This one looks like it'll be more at home in the countryside. It comes with a family of 3 minifigures and a dog, which is the Alsatian puppy from the police set earlier on this year. The house itself has a nice pitch roof with of course some solar panels on it, and a nice black conservatory. And again, this set looks like it's going to be great for modifying, so I'll be definitely getting this set at some point during the summer. Then we come to a few sets which aren't Lego City, but really are interesting me. So first we've got set 40649, which is called Upscaled Lego Minifigure. Now this is a brick-built large minifigure. I presume it's on the same scale as the Harry Potter and Hermione Granger set we got a few years ago, but it reminds me a lot of a set that my wife bought me back in the year 2000 of a much more crudely built brick minifigure. It comes with a matching standard size minifigure, but has this cool play feature where you can lift up the top of his cap to show the minifigure driving the huge minifigure as some sort of mech. But as I've got the older brick-built minifigure and also the Harry Potter ones, this is a set that I'll be definitely putting on my wanted list. Now the next set is Lego Creator, but it's minifig scale, and it's 40650 Land Rover Classic Defender. And this is a great companion to the larger Land Rover Classic Defender set, which came out earlier this year. And if you know about Land Rovers, this is definitely a short wheelbase version of the Defender, and it's got some great stickers on the front there with the grille piece and the headlight surrounds. And this set I think is perfect for modifying. You can easily take the back off and make an open top version. We can add some bar work and make a NAS 90 version. And as those are stickers on the front, I'll definitely be acquiring a few extra sticker sheets and buying the bricks to build this in a few different colours. And then although it's not a Lego City set, we've got 76423, which is Hogwarts Express and Hogsmeade Station. Now although we had that giant Hogwarts Express set last year, we haven't had a minifig scale Hogwarts Express since 2018. And as that one came with a part of King's Cross Station, I think it's good that this one comes with a part of Hogsmeade Station. Now this is going to have 1074 pieces. We're not sure of the price yet, but we do know it comes with 8 minifigures. Now I've been meaning to make my own city scale Hogwarts Express train for a very long time now. I've got 3 of the earlier versions of the Hogwarts Express, and I'll definitely be buying this one as well, and then at some point in the future combining the pieces into my own version of the train. I do like the mini station in this set, and that's going to be perfect for modifying and preferably enclosing and making slightly larger. The Hogwarts Express coaches coaches seem to be decreasing in size over the years, and these ones are now reduced right down to only 16 studs long. When I initially saw the photo of this set, I thought it was actually in dark red, but as a closer inspection you can see there is a dark red line around the coaches, and I think it's just the lighting in the actual photo itself. And then lastly, I want to give a little shout out to the Disney 100 Villains Icon set, which is set 43227. Now this isn't a city scale set, it's a complete display piece, but it does have some quite cool minifigures in it. We've got the witch with the poisoned apple from Snow White, we've got Jafar as a genie from Aladdin, there's Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty, and Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. But for once, it's not the minifigures which I'm concentrating on. As an 80s kid at heart, I absolutely love the VHS version of The Little Mermaid that they've got in the centre of this display. It looks absolutely perfect, and although it's probably not going to be a set that I buy, I imagine Mrs. Minifig Jez will be asking for this one for her birthday this year. Which of these sets will you be buying? Let me know in the comments below. If you've liked this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and of course, please subscribe for more LEGO videos.